we're here actually to talk about heartfulness and your philosophy of heartfulness. I had a few questions, and the main question was really talking about love and talking about heartfulness in this age of so much hatred and so much rage and so much anger. How do you convince people that, love is the way forward?
I don't know how to put it. How do you say continue breathing, continue listening, continue remaining watchful? You don't need to. Love is our basic nature. See, when something goes wrong, it is in the outside, and that affects our inside. When that compromise is made, then we are alerted. We somehow downgrade ourselves to match the external.
Yeah.
Be it human relation, or be it environment in the office, or be in the family, because there are many, I think, who suffer in a quiet way within a family life. When you stop loving, it's like a beautiful river flowing, love flowing, river of love flowing, and suddenly you find a dam. It's not flowing, it has become a pond, and slowly it will start stinking. My heart should not become that. It must continue to flow. You can pause, but don't stop loving.
Mothers know this very well. They love their children no matter what. I mean, it's intrinsic to a mother.
Yeah.
The child can be, no matter,
Yes.
good, bad, whatever, the mother will always love the child, always forgive the child. How do we need to become more feminine as a society in a way?
Yes, truly. Modern day demand is this, become feminine, giver. I often quote on Gita. You see, there's a beautiful statement there by Lord Krishna about coming to a state of Sthita Pragya state. Sthita Pragya is a state where you tend to act in a state of akarma. Now, how to understand this? This mother example is a perfect one. You see, at 2 o'clock in the morning, baby cries. She's up ready, dispensing milk, nutrition.
Even if the baby is 20 years old, she's still doing it. Maybe she's making him tea, not milk, but she's still doing it. She never stops being a mother.
And she doesn't make an entry in the diary that, oh, I did so much.
Yes, exactly.
No?
Yeah.
You wake up father.
Try waking him up.
Yeah, he said, you get up. He'll tell, wifey, please do this for me. I had a hard time and I had a bad day. Anyway, some fathers are good. Okay, they'll go warm up the milk and say, okay, still they'll remind, oh, last week I did this.
Yeah.
So now, action performed with so much of love. But in the process, you forget all about love as well as the action. That is akarma state. You have performed your act in such a way that you have no cognizance of performing such and such an act. It will not become a source of reaction. It will not become samskara. It will not become impression. It has no next thing. It ends there. There is no further expectation, right? Now, that is the beauty of it. Now, today, if you ask, can you be even compassionate like a mother? Can you be empathetic, sympathetic? All are feminine in nature.
Yes. One of the problems with the modern age that we have is this is also the age of constant distraction. And there's so much flow of information from outside that it doesn't allow us to sit down and actually distinguish between what is good, what is not. So in this age, how does one center oneself and know oneself better? Is it only through practice? Is it only through meditation? How does one do that?
Well, practice awakens some level of consciousness. It makes you alert. It makes you aware at some level from within, that even during day-to-day life, I'm using a phone or I'm talking to someone,
or I'm doing everything together.
Yes, too many things at the same time. At the same, you can include one more activity, increase vigilance from within.
Yeah.
And that will separate everything. That will be the destroyer of unnecessary thing. So best is to pause, take it easy, and see and become watchful at that time. And if you are a meditator, just dive deep within yourself. Let the consciousness takes you within further. And then when we reach towards our inner center, towards the Atman, its qualities will engulf you. And then you're okay then, see.
What was that one moment in your life as a pharmacist? I know that you were young when you started meditation, but in your life as a pharmacist, what was that one moment where you thought, oh my God, I really have to do something that is beyond what I'm doing right now?
Family life of people. No one is happy. There is some sort of a veil. From outside it looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
From inside, you go in every little family, you see there is chaos.
And pain and trauma, yeah.
So, I don't know how we have arrived at it, but how to change that. Family at the core, I think it's prompting me a big way how to make basic change. Today, it's not so easy to make a change at this level in our life,
Yes.
in the society. Parents have no time to educate children, the moral values. Grandparents don't exist. And in the absence of grandparents, how are you going to download the age-old wisdom in grandchildren? To give you a brief story on why I came to this idea and how I came to this idea is, once a girl came to me discussing. She was almost 26, 27. And I saw her grow in front of my eyes because she's my boy's age. So I was asking, why don't you get married? And she said, why are you talking like this? I'm not ready for it. I said, let me ask you a question. Who is the most favorite member in your family? She said, my grandma. Without a breath, break, my grandma. I said, is she still there? She's there. I said, what if you had not seen her? Oh, my life would have been empty. I said, why are you robbing grandmother from your grandchildren? She kept on thinking, why are you talking, uncle? I said, look, let's figure it out. When do you want to get married? Oh, she said, when I'm 32, 33. Okay, fine. When will you have children? When I'm 35, 36. I said, go ask a gynecologist. Is it a healthy age?
Right.
Right? And even if you do, let's proceed further. When you have a child at the age of 37, 38, right? And when your child is of a marriageable age like you at 32, how old you be? How old would you be yourself? Oh, I'll be past 70. And when that grandchild grows to understand you by the age of 6 or 7, would you be able to even lift your child, grandchild? No. I said, then think about it. Postponing marriages, I think it's one of the heartbreaking things that is happening around. This wisdom bridge is being destroyed or burnt. In the absence of grandparents who can really give you wisdom. Parents don't have time. Teachers are not so great to inculcate morality. They're not even able to give normal education.
Yeah.
Friend circle is only, it's going the way it is.
I love the phrase that you use, the wisdom bridge. And really, heartfulness is like the wisdom bridge, right? So how do you persuade more and more people to walk that bridge and to come to you?
Bringing more and more awareness. I'm focusing most of my time in schools and colleges. See, we go there, we teach children how to relax. Simple relaxation. And how to make others also relax with the methodology that we have developed. if a child goes home and does the same thing on parents, I assure you, in 5 minutes, father or mother will be so relaxed, they'll be snoring in the bed. The methods are very powerful. when I go, and we don't offer meditation to younger children below 15. Above 15, we
Why
offer.
is that?
Because when you meditate and dive deeper, and you feel so blissful inside, that's, oh, chalo kal padenge. So they lose interest in mundane things.
Right, and it's important to...
We don't want that to happen. They should have enough of willpower also to get out of this blissful state and say, let me do work.
Right.
I had to study, I had to go to office, I had to do my business, things of that nature. When it comes to people over the age of 15, 16 onwards, see, and to inspire them is a challenge, right? But we tell them, look, try this, right? Just close your eyes and meditate the way you want, the way you like.
For how long?
10 minutes at home. Experiment. I'd let them experiment. Next experiment would be ask your mother how to meditate. If she doesn't know how to, ask your neighbor or ask your father or Google it. And find somewhere, meditate, experiment with various methods. Then I give you one more method, meditate on the heart, presence, feeling the presence of divine within. And then the final step, I tell them, now you meditate with yogic transmission. Sanskrit word for it is pranahuti. Okay? And you experience that. Now, see how your consciousness shifts within 10 minutes when you meditate with the help of yogic transmission. Now you be the judge. You become a scientist. Let your heart be the laboratory. And you, with the result of that scientific experiment, and compare your all 7 different researches and say, okay, this meditation, this meditation, this meditation, which one was the most effective in helping me change, shift my consciousness?
You want to tell me a little more about what yogic transmission is?
Yeah, you felt the transmitted love of your mother, father. Say, how did she transmit? And how did you feel? It's so natural.
Yeah.
Likewise, yogi of caliber is able to transmit essence of love. Watch my words. Essence of love. You have experienced love. I'm going to the essence of love. Okay. And he is able to transmit to whosoever. He may not even have met this individual. You may not even tell him that at such and such a time I'll be meditating, or at such and such a place I'll be meditating. These are, yet, moment you mentally connect yourself with such a person, you will receive transmission. And that will definitely make a shift in consciousness. That's why we are able to develop this app and use it via technology and say, okay, I want to meditate. So person in Tibet or person in Nepal or person that is in Colombia, there are no preceptors. Preceptors in the sense of yogis who can transmit. Or even in India, let's say at 1 o'clock in the morning you feel like meditating, right? And you say, I would like to meditate, but whom to go to? So you just use this app. Somebody in the world who is a preceptor, maybe in New York, maybe in Amsterdam, he's awake or she's awake and would be happy to say, oh, you can ping, the other person will receive, and you'll say, okay, please start meditation. And so they'll be able to transmit and you feel it. So it's a divine energy that can be felt, and it is very transformative in nature.
Can you not do this on your own? Your own reading, your own research, your own seeking?
That helps to a certain extent, but not to the fullest. Because I have studied a lot, actually, from my childhood. At the age of 9 or 10, I had finished complete works of Vivekananda. I finished Mahabharata, I finished all these holy scriptures, Gita and Ramayanas. And it fueled my hunger. But it didn't give me any food. It makes you thirsty without giving you water. All these 9 volumes of Swami Vivekananda, there is not even one page or a place where you find how to meditate. When I first went to a preceptor, she was a very humble lady. She said, okay, this is how we meditate. She transmitted this yogic transmission or pranamukti, and I was instantly in a state which is so indescribable, right from the moment go. It's like, the Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Beam me and you're gone.
Beam me, Scotty.
You're gone, completely gone. And
the last question on designing your destiny. This is the book that I believe you're. Yeah. Tell me a little about what it means and why is it so important now?
And the idea is emerging because of this general belief that we are slaves to our destiny.
Yeah.
Then why do I need to work? Right? Might as well stay home and wait for your destiny to be unfolded.
Wait for the meteor to fall on you.
So the idea of freedom to act comes into mind. See, destiny is there.
Right.
It has some influence, no doubt, but I cannot change that. But through heartfulness way, I am able to make a difference in my life. Like James Allen says, thoughts like seeds, if well regulated, can create a beautiful garden. If thoughts like seeds are scattered, it will create a jungle and chaotic life. And hence this need to meditate.
One last mantra for us, one mantra for our lives as they are today, which we should always remember and say and remind ourselves every day. What would that
be? Be authentic.
Yes. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maya.
It was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.